Alright, we're live. Go, hey Appy, that's not...
super nervous and
That's
excited when I
not
meet celebs.
Sevi. What happened to Sevi? Sevi's just in storage right now because I wanted to level Titania. And I have a whole bunch of just junk weapons on her and whatnot. Let me get rid of this assist. I'm here.
Operator, no! Have you lost your mind?
Operator, yes. Operator, no. Operator, yes. What is going on in region chat? I always forget that I have it equipped. I really should just turn it off half the time. I think Kanzu is doing great. Oh, that's a weirdly specific. We turn that off. Go. Yep, Wigan right here. I played like 1 or 2 missions off stream. Albeit I was mostly just zooming through for a relic.
Yeah.
Oh, we got for the thing. 5 syndicate medallions, 15,000 credits, Lavarian. Okay, that's all really easy.
Ta-ta, lovely.
We're gonna go do that real quick while we're waiting for people to pop in. Lavarian. Oh, what's called Atlas?
Any friend of history is a friend of the Lavarian.
Where's the button?
This is Atlas.
I want to
Hard
donate
as
to you, funny
stone.
man. Here,
Is
it's
it
like
any
10,000.
surprise that his story begins with an asteroid?
There we go. Apparently, I can't comma.
Temple
you
Telemann
go.
had cast a spell on the indentured masses with a song that heralded the coming of a...
Alright, there we go. Apparently he's not even going to acknowledge that. That's funny. He's in the middle of a dialogue. We got 3 Cephalon Samara skins. Halls of Ascension on Lua. I'd offer to do that with people, but I don't know how much people we have that are watching that actually have that. Yeah, just one shop stream. 15k credits is easy. Syndicate medallions is easy. Honestly, it might not be a bad idea to go to Plains of Eidolon for that anyway. Which ones do we have for Syndicate medallions? Rescue, exterminate, excavation, defense, capture. Let's do capture missions quick. I don't care, I got junk weapons on me anyway. I got a decent enough build. Wigan on. We're not really used her on stream too much. Let's give the cat a chance to shine.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them.
Got a whole
and
bunch of
capture
junk
them.
weapons anyway, so easy to level.
Your calculated survival probability is encouraging. Good luck.
What is Ergo? Are you okay?
Prepare for incoming support.
Okay, we got 1.
The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive. Stay focused. There's a heavy
Oh,
unit
there's
approaching.
the one platinum giveaway. I might look into that after stream. Just out of curiosity. I encourage everyone who's watching as of June 4th, or roughly around that point, of 2025, to consider doing the same. Why did that one not get picked up, but the other one did? Okay. I know quittances and other relateds get picked up regularly. Scan to Curia. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Now I'm wondering if I missed any though. Very rude. Good enough. You take a few bolts to the face. That's not the right. That's the right one. Oh, I'm trying to go to my gear wheel for my literal abilities. The Appy dial is not thinking straight today.
Tenno, get ready. A prosecutor is approaching.
Prosecute this guy. You won't. And by that I mean when you try, I'm just going to gun you anyway. Because it'll be really funny when that happens. Do I have any other? Feels weird because it's half of it's I'm trying to go fast and half of it's I actually need to be looking around. I'm explicitly trying to do this for the quittances. So no, I could easily have been out by now. Like, I haven't even bothered with the capture target yet.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
You need to get sucked up. Vacuumed into space.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part
Yeah, I'm
is
thinking we might
down
do some
here,
Earth
Tenno.
bounties today. Perhaps a little bit of fishing. We can get some other people in. That might be fun. I got some weekly quests as well in the process. Get a nice 2-for-1 special with that. Look around a little bit. No. Anyone home in here? The answer to that is no. Nope, someone procced something there. I'm not gonna complain, that's wrong way. Yeah, I can volt with a dummy fast speed now. By flight. Oh. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and scan this. Mark it for everyone else. Might as well. Said not complete. Cool. Gotta go this way. My brain is soft and fuzzy.
Prosecutor
Like a
eliminated.
teddy bear.
Watch out for more.
I don't know why teddy bear specifically comes to mind. I choose not to question it. Alright, let's just focus on getting out of here now. Just spot anything on the way over. Anything up here? Nope. Okay, well that works too. What else running? Torrid, Exceltra. You got me just sitting here with the junkiest weapons. I mean, to be fair, I don't really need a bunch of good weapons. Not with the tiny anyway. Also, I apologize in advance if anyone can hear small munching. I apologize, not my intention. I just haven't had lunch yet. So I'm taking a small bite here and there, trying to make sure it doesn't get too loud. And I'm generally trying to mute myself when I do. I ended up going to see one of my family members in the hospital today. So, okay, mouse okay on the power. Sorry
Excellent
about
work,
the
Tenno.
sound. Need to check some of the power. See, my mouse needs to get batteries changed on it soon. I've got more power than I thought I did. That said, I probably will need to change it later tonight, though, considering how fast that power does go down, at the rate that it does, rather. Well, saying it goes down fast is a bit of an exaggeration, but it goes down fast enough that I need to change it later tonight, but we're fine right now. Let's put it like that.
It's that time again, dreamers.
Alright. 40, 41, 2, 15,000. Who's
Let's check
messaging
what's
me in
next.
game? Neat. I can worry about that later. How are we feeling? Who is... Okay, let's reboot this so I can even see the details. Because that would be ideal. Also, let's exit out of this in the background to save on resources. Probably should have done that ahead of time. Oh, let's see if any one of my friends list is on. Two people. Alright. Not anyone that would pop in stream, though. Not because I don't care unless you pop in stream. More lack of easy communications that way. Let's just go do... Let's go to Earth. Let's go to Fetus. Fetus is right here.
Kanzu's favorite gun, Swazdula, killer.
Swazdula! Swazdula!
Be well.
Why is my cat... Okay. I don't think Wigan's okay.
The
Like, oh my.
shrine is always open
The
to
steel
you.
path. Actually, I do have a Higasa, watch Majiki. I do have a Higasa Riven. Some point I probably should get around to making this. Because I have the Serration mod for it. And
On
I'd have
some
a nice
days,
Riven for
the
it.
sea gives a rich bounty. On others, it
So I am
brings
waiting for
storms
a
and
slot so I can actually take
chaos.
her at some point.
The dance
Let's roll a
of the
dice for the sake of it.
waves is the dance of fate. And
Just a
none
reroll.
know where it shall
1,
bear
2,
us.
3. No, hang on, that's not even a thing. It's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Dang it. know what?
Flencer's
Close enough.
Toil. A frightening title, perhaps.
Alright, 2, 5,
But it
2,
is a
4,
reassurance.
2, 5, 6. Close enough. Hello. I'm going to see Kanzu. Yes. I mean,
So be well.
You know what, let's go ahead and change out my Attica real quick to a Torrid, just so that way if I do any bounties, I have something decent there.
The business speaks poetically
What we
of
got?
the grandeur of the Orb Vallis. I should like to see it for
Bloodthirst, Cold
myself,
Weekend, more Emperor
but the cold
contracts.
would not be to my liking.
Conditioning, Rare Retriever.
Be well.
Any, whoops.
Another time.
Any
Then.
goods that you can barter with me that I don't have? Those two, which I already have. And that.
As you wish.
Do you feel it, as I do? We are bonded to this place.
Speaking of
to
bonds,
this planet.
Vascular Curative. Traditionally brewed remedy for the Vasca virus. Companion recovery. Only stats effect from companion weapons. 10 stacks of stealth, 10 seconds of stealth. Bonus 5 times. Spending energy. Increase your combo by 6. It's not bad.
Be well.
Actually, I could see weird usage for. Well, I could see multiple usages for some of them. Or something like Krillova would actually have a really good.
You pay
Alright,
me
anyway.
in red. I pay you in silver.
Actually, we'll hold off on
You
doing that because
see
I
and
specifically
I
gonna
see.
fish. I don't want to be a liability to anyone if they want to specifically do that. Then we'll head back afterwards and do some bounties. What do we got with us? Rank 12, rank 13. Interesting. Alright. Let's... No, Arcwing. I have my own built-in Arcwing right here. Before I do actually... what rare fish do we specifically have? It's been a while since I've been fishing. Fish. Warframe. Species. Plains of Eidolon. Mercury, Norg, Kuthid, Galopid. Norgs are nighttime. Kuthal's nighttime. Galopid's nighttime. Mercury is day and night. Mercury bait needed. Fishing hotspots needed. Ocean. Yep. Didn't realize multiplayer connection lost. Whatever. Either game went funny on me or something happened to whoever. That's fine. I actually can get some bait anyway. Worst case, if I don't have enough standing for it.
I can
That's
groom
not the
for
right one.
aesthetics, stealth.
Is it the right one?
Ah, you're still alive. I'm so happy.
What does that mean? I don't care about Galopid. I need Mercury. Norg. Mercury. 5. You can get a funny looking fish. Without brain fish. Mr. Fishinachi. Boot. How goofy that fish is. He's a little goofy looking. Yeah, Alonzo Spear, okay. Ocean, Alonzo Spear. Alright.
A fine selection. Be well.
Alright, so
Right on time, Surah. Shola.
Shola. I don't speak Austrian. Alright. Let's do this again. And this time, let's actually get the fish now. Volt. 2 volts, okay. Regular volts. Dakra, Grimoire, Kata, Nadara Grimoire, Sinistar, Oxalis. Okay. See, someone's waiting for me. Or is it just a visual bug? Oh no, someone actually is just sitting there. Alright, let's go to the ocean. Alright. Probably gonna be confused where I'm pinging, but we're just going for a little bit of fishing. Oh no! Oh yes? Oh something. Oh say can you see? I'll go with that. Hey, you wanna help me out a little bit, buddy? You wanna help me out? Some leg plates. My cat's doing something. Waking out here doing her best. That's all we can ever ask of her. Two legs left to do. My plan wasn't paying attention, but it's something. That much I know. Can you stop hopping around like a lunatic? Just free. And host migration, of course. There goes all the progress I had. Game? No, my frames are coming out fine. Yeah, stream coming out fine. Oh, okay. That's whatever. As long as I can get to them. Okay, well he has more HP back. Waken, what happened to you? Okay, there you are. Well, apparently it did the equivalent of destroying one part from me. So... I won't complain. That makes it easier. On that leg too. Don't. And then we got a whole bunch of people popping in. Well, at least I'm host, so as long as I don't have any issues. Not my problem, then. Warframe, Saito 9, I think Dante is the other one.
Sometimes we fail, despite our best efforts.
Okay, they're Gladiator Vice. I'm not gonna complain. That's pretty decent. Yeah, Dante. Alright. Let's go towards the sea. Yarg, I'm a pirate. Yar har fiddle dee dee. That counts, right? Pirate hours. Lonzo Spear. Where's my Lonzo Spear? Lonzo. Mercury. I'm sure this is in a fishing hotspot. Yeah, whatever. That cupola. Tiny little funny man. Worst case, I burn 200 standing for nothing. Oh, Trella. No, get yourself over here. Look at that big boy. That's a big boy and a half. Nope, missed. Okay. Who is shooting at me? Who said you were allowed to shoot at me? I'm just minding my own business fishing. And you go, nah, mag dump. Alright, fine. You want a mag dump? I can do this game too. You won't win that game. You won't like what happens when you play the game either. I can promise you, it's not a game you're gonna win. I'm just trying to be a good old fisherman. Got any hot spots around? It's a big old fish. Big old fish. No, we're not going inside. There's a hot spot. Our great bait. Okay. Someone typed in the chat since that popped up. Oh, it's intentionally jump in the water. Get things to respawn. Or not. Okay, you know what? No. Water again. Probably should have put it to solo, honestly, if I'd realized it's gonna be a problem. Also, where are all these fish at? Apparently none of the fish want to spawn today. Seeing a group will spawns immediately. Yeah, it'll be a nice leisurely fishing activity. Oh, whatever, it's not too bad. It'll just take a moment or five. Oh, there's a marker right there. Can we find him again? Saw him somewhere. What somewhere? I can't aim. I have no aim. What is aim? What is aim? What is an airport? Anyone who's played Advanced Wars will get that. Bro is still right there. Well, he was. He's gone now. Bait might be running out. I'm gonna toss down another. Hello. We're doing some fishing right now. We're trying to. We're in a little bit of trouble considering when people kept trying to leave and putting the thing there. I probably should put solo. Trying to get some merc rays right now since I need rare fish to spawn. I say as we go back to having no fish into the water. How has your day been? That's a big fish. That's a medium fish. What's bro doing? That's really funny. Oh, we're looking for merc rays right now. Got specific bait out to get them. So I actually do need to bait them for them to spawn. But they're rare. Speaking of merc rays, that's a big ol' merc ray. Look at that. It's a medium-sized one. Look how goofy he is. I might put him in my fish tank. I'm gonna put him in my fish tank. I mentioned earlier on stream before you popped in, but I went to see one of my relatives in the hospital today. Everything on his situation is looking a little bit better than we thought it would be, so big relief there, as you can imagine. Outside of that, it's been a pretty chill day. Outside a hospital visit. Did have to rearrange my schedule a little, but I had some plans early in the morning, but hospital stuff comes first, obviously. I didn't mean to do that, but I can just... I mean, it'll work. I'll just make it nice and luminous for me. So apparently I'm blind as a bat when it comes to fishing. I say as I crit the fish for 39. I know that bait lasts for like 5 minutes, but... Just got a new one down just in case. What was what? Sorry, my brain is not braining. Ooh, that's a merc ray. Hello, big boy. That's a big old fish. Oh! Another one. Yeah, yeah. I don't remember if I specified it on stream or not, but yeah, my dad. But no, he's doing okay. There's a small bit of worry that it might have been something much worse than it actually was, but it's like, nah, he had the heart surgery and just some mild complications with some of his medicine that he was taking, and he's doing okay now. It's just a situation of... He's literally perfectly healthy, just minus one of the enzymes going on. But beyond that, we kind of have no clue what the situation is, because he's basically perfectly healthy, minus the enzymes are super, super high for some reason. Merc rays for days out here. If I get all 3 that I need, merc ray is for days. Oh, I barely missed. Hold still, little man. Thank you. What are you doing? I'm just trying to have a lovely fishing stream, apparently. know what, I'll give you, you know, I've got one Mercury bait left. Let's do a Trolloc. I need you to not Mr. Trolloc. Come over here, thank you. We're just gonna get a whole bunch of these Mercuries. And you know what, maybe we'll even just take, you know, we'll probably have to use up all the bait just to be sure. So I can just pick up more of it afterwards. Still, there we go. But yeah, outside of that, today's been quite chill. I'm having some lunch on the side. I've been trying to keep it quiet while I've been doing so because I had to have a late lunch to compensate. Because Dad needed me to bring up a couple things from the hospital to the hospital. That's funny. Okay, no. Okay, you know what? All of you need to go. I'm trying to have a nice fishing day. All of you are nuisances. I want to fish in peace. Out. Yes, I'm playing as Titania right now. Mostly because of the fact I was trying to grind her up, and also because she's pretty good as a whole. Let's do these two. You know what? Sure. For your sake, sure. I'm not gonna question it. Okay, we got this big old fish right here. Look at him. We have the Megalodon. Okay, yep. Drop out of squad real quick. Because I'm pretty sure part of the issue is also we have people spawning in that are not near me, so therefore the fish are not spawning. I would not be entirely surprised if that was the issue. I'll take it. I'm used to you saying things like that, but even still, I don't know what to do with you half the time. I'm putting you in the timeout corner. Another fish. Big ol' fish. Apparently not big ol' fish. Why are there two wagons? That is literally my Smita Kavat right here. Did she make a decoy of herself or something? I did not realize. Okay, go ahead. Oh yeah, we played Armor last night. We had a really good time. He did the most goofy thing though. So they're doing some just playing around and goofing off. He said, you know what, we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna put down a whole bunch of guys on your team and some trenches and have fun just going trench warfare. And evidently it was pretty funny. Oh yeah, then at the end he just nuked everyone after like 5 waves of enemies spawning. Yeah, we did. We had a pretty good time with it. Then he had me race, and then afterwards with the race, might have accidentally, actually no, not even accidentally. He set a fire. He's like, fireworks. And then afterwards, he starts dropping barrels and nukes on the area where I am. Which admittedly was pretty funny. Do we have any more fish that are spawning? I think I used up all the fish in the air. Well, I was gonna say that and all the people that are actually playing now doing their own thing. Yes, I probably should have gone solo for that. Yeah, whatever. I left Discord open. I knew I was doing something. Speak of the devil, your boyfriend's actually texting me right now. Inside your walls after the stream? Sure, yeah. Alright, let me exit this. Sorry about that. You know, ironically enough, your boyfriend actually just texted me. He was just more curious what I was doing. I was just letting him know I was streaming. I told him I was playing Warframe if he wanted to pop on. And I was fishing. I think I'm going to do some fishing and bounties. A few other things. Nothing too crazy today. Anyway, let's actually head back now. 'Cause I need to go back and pick up some more merc ray bait. Ooh, hand-to-hand weapons. What do we get? Shark teeth, Trolloc eyes, Neurodes, Averidos. There's lots of merc rays. Only one large though. You need to tell me as what? I'm confused, I'm sorry. Let's actually exit out of Cetus. Oh, that's fine, yeah. Story about child from work later, yeah. Is it the good child or the bad child? Also, give me 1 second. I need to grab something real quick.
Nora has it on good authority that rail pirates are hungry after a cold weekend, sweet thing. Check your mags.
Real pirates don't exist. No, real pirates do exist. We had plenty of those back in history. Alright, I am back. Let me turn on my fan. The room's actually getting a little bit warm. Shouldn't be too loud. I'm going to keep it at a decent thing. I'm going to keep it under my desk, so that way it's not super audible. Alright, but yeah, so is this a story about good child or a story about bad child? One that listens to you or the one that doesn't? Because I know you said you got a couple of them that you deal with regularly. A different child, not one that I have to keep alive. A little bit on the phrasing. A little bit awkward on the phrasing.
When in Cetus, do not drink the kombucha. You are incapable of producing the hydraulic effort required to unstick your tongue from the roof of your mouth the following morning.
Alright, we're all good. Let's continue. Alright. It's not about the child, more about the parents. Is it like the Karen mom that you have to deal with regularly? For one of the other children?
Well put together, operator.
That's not the
Now
right
get
area at
out
all.
there and
Cut down the...
and make the Lotus proud.
It's gonna be... Oh, yeah, we got Ureli and Ureli Prime cooking. Managed to finally get her systems, albeit off stream, and I had to do some funny. We'll put regular shade here and give him the burst. I'm sorry, Eugen, I love you, but I need to get this. Oh yeah, we'll copy the Warframe colors. Spite. Huh. Yeah, I can definitely see what one's better. I'm just tossing a couple basic mods, just long enough for me to... Not because I care, more just because the fact of... Toss Animal Instinct on you, good enough. Good enough. Let me get the regular burst laser. I'll just toss on a couple basic mods. Probably won't ever touch it again, and I know I'm gonna get rid of it later anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Puncture. Let me just put on to do with puncture. Gunfight. No return. Pathogen. I don't have enough pathogen. Whatever. Put that right here. Good enough. Oh yeah. I wanted to put the fish in the tank. He's gonna go join his got Kuthel. We got Parasite Fish. We have the car remote. Where's Mr. Norg heading? There's Mr. Norg. I'm gonna put two small Merc rays in here, I think. Merc. Two small Merc rays going around. He's hitting here too. He's just vibing up top. Where is my Merc ray at? I don't see him. I specifically put small ones in there for a reason. Just want to show up at all? You're just hiding. We're gonna swap you out for bigger ones then. Red gray. And I'll look in a moment, wait a second. Because there's a big wall of text right there. Which I don't mind, I'm just only support 2 large fish. What large fish do I have? A Kuthel and a Flagellacanth. Let's add a medium-sized Mercury then. Get inside. Worst case, I'll swap out one of the Kuthels. Just want to see him swimming around doing his thing. Mr. Tentacle right here. We got the Flagellacanth just chilling right here. Alright, we got right now boiling oil and stuff. Okay. Jesus. I have a lot of questions for those parents. Believe you me. Okay, Mercury is somewhere. But yeah, no, geez, I was not expecting that, I can't lie. I Okay, you know what? We're gonna swap him out for a big one. Take up the Kuthel, because I know what the other one is, the Mercury. Actually, let's get rid of the medium and see if that works. Oops. Didn't actually mean to dash there. We got you two. I'm caring an awful lot for a fish I'm only going to be seeing on the occasion, but like I also just care about my fish because they're funny. Where in heaven's name are you? Apparently nowhere. At him and see if he pops up now. Otherwise, I'll just swap out the other one, put a Kuthel in medium size, because I know I'll see that swimming around easily. And just put the other one on the big side. I do have a cream beignet. I do. Alright, well, we're gonna remove... Oh, you're going back in. Alright, how do I'm still in here? Okay, we got... Mercury going in. Okay, I can see him there. He's large. Get a medium one going. So I can see him now. Just for some reason, he just might be a little goober that's decided he doesn't like existing. As I know I'm way too focused on the fish, which is a small minor thing, but it's about the details. Details. But yeah, no, I'm surprised that they didn't even bandage him up or anything. And the question is, how did the kid, I get that he's like 4, how did the kid even get to the hot oil? Like, I feel like that's a more concerning question at that point. Okay, you know, we're just gonna, I'm gonna remove all the other ones here temporarily. Just so I can see if he's actually in the tank, or if he's just, and I'm not seeing him, and I'm just blind, or if he's genuinely not in here for some reason. Okay, we're gonna do this, because I'm not gonna just put the fish back in. Okay. Small this time. Put a small fish in here. Half this stream is just me messing about the fish tank, trying to get it to look decent again. He's climbing on a chair in the kitchen. Oh, there he is. I can see the small one. So we're putting 2 small ones in. Alright, we need Karamote. We need Kuthel. 1, 2. We need Ramazan. We need Norg. How did Bro get stuck all the way down here? The lobster. Okay, we can actually see the small Mercuries at the very least. That makes me happy. Good enough. I like the way that the caramel just scuttles. I don't know, I think it's my favorite rare fish, personally. Not only because I have the good memories associated with that being my first rare fish, but I think he's just funny in general. He's just a little lobster guy. Little robot lobster. Yeah, I think it's a good tank. Do I have any other rare fish that I need to think of? Oh yeah, Aquapomo. I knew I was missing something. I need a seahorse. There we go. Seahorse is back. So happened because other options parents did to him on purpose. I'd like to think that they didn't, if only because the fact of... I'd like to think those parents aren't that awful, they're just negligent. Because the alternative is much, much worse. Slap him back up in there. He's not stuck at the bottom. That's better, he's not at the bottom anymore, he's at the bottom. Alright, good enough. Alright, so I got that. Need to check something briefly. Alright. Yeah, we got the little fish in there. Alright, let's go back to Fetus. And then we're gonna actually go do some bounties, I think. Oh yeah, we're doing schedule 1 again tomorrow.
It's wonderful to see you again.
Maybe pick up 2 more of these.
Come again.
We have 2 corpus guys. 2 corpus goons. I'd like to buy all of your China. I like to believe that you... I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Because the problem is, yeah, there's a lot of... There's a lot of really good parents out there, but there's also, unfortunately, a lot of really not so great parents, unfortunately.
Hey, kid.
And the problem is you're also stuck with dealing with some of those not so great parents. Any landscape. Huh. Oh yeah, I could pick this up if I wanted to. I have enough to actually do it. I'm gonna hold off for right now. I'm debating on what I want to pick up first. Boom, like irritant nugget I could get some bowl of spices that's piled high. We got fruit baskets. We got a jug, a nice cracked earthenware jug. Get some signs soon. I need to get more of these. I need to grind Eidolon at some point. It's Eidolon. Because what I want to do inside of my guild building is I actually need some of those items. And the problem is they're all like 50k at the cheapest. Let's go do Kanzu.
Pay me in red.
Yeah, some people shouldn't get children. I feel you on that. Unfortunately, that's not our decision to make. And I don't think it would be great either. I know some people are like, oh, well, we should have, you know, you should have to have a license to have a child or something like that. And it's like, well, at that point, what determines the fact of what can have, you know, who gets to have a child? Is it based on who the government says, basically? Can they revoke it at any given point? You know, what's the case there? Because there's a lot of ins and outs to that, and there's also a lot of room for just denying people that the government doesn't like from having children then, because, oh, you have some kind of difference of opinion or something like that. It's like, unfortunately, there's just no good answer. Augur Reach. Vigilante Offense wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't complain about another Augur Reach, considering I sold mine off. What's the other Vigilante supplies. Augur Accord I have plenty of. Augur... I wouldn't mind another Vigilante supplies. I think that said, I'm gonna go for this and this.
It is right you should
Right, give me
take
one
on
second.
this task. Success will follow.
The Quills whispered about some sort of new weapon.
Got some nice
that
cool
were the
water in
island.
the bottle today.
They've deployed in bits and pieces to avoid detection. They want to attack the
Oh, that's
Hulu's
good.
tower, and I don't want to find out.
Very
if that's
refreshing.
possible. Understand?
Added a little bit of a small squeeze of lemon into there. Honestly, okay. Honestly, a class on how to be a parent at like either a high school or university level. I know it's like, oh, it's a little early on high school level, but like maybe on a university level even wouldn't be bad. I could definitely get behind that. If only so that way we can ensure that we have people that actually know what they're doing for that reason. Because as you pointed out, some people probably just aren't very fit to be parents. So like you can at least help them out so they are better parents as a result. Because like if you're gonna teach stuff like finances, I know home ec used to be a thing back when my mom and dad were both in school, when Mama and Papa Croc were still in school. So I know with them, like they talk about having home ec classes and just some other classes that generally just taught you a lot of things that nowadays we don't get to learn in school. Like, I didn't get an option to take any finance classes at all until high school, my last semester, but since I graduated early by half a semester, that wasn't an option. Otherwise, the only other option I had was in uni, and there was like 2 classes there, and one of them was specifically for if you were taking a certain degree. The other one was an elective. Like one of them had a prerequisite of needing a couple specific business classes in order to be eligible for the class.
The drone is nearby. Find it and hack it. That's it. The drone is under our control now.
So
escort it to the extraction point.
It is what it is.
Enemy can destroy it.
But I do think at the very minimum having those options for classes,
Another wave to take out the drone.
especially like public
Stay
universities
vigilant.
or something, I don't think that would be a bad idea. Especially because there's plenty of people that are in uni that either do have kids or want to have kids or like are at that age where they're going back for a degree for their job. Like I know when I was in uni, there were a good chunk of people my age, but like I remember seeing people in my uni that were like 50, 60 years old almost, like in their 50s, like old enough to be my parents. So, when you think about it from that perspective, I mean, it makes a lot more sense to include something like that. Plus, you just cover all bases at that point. Plus, I'm sure the people that want to have kids at that point aren't going to complain about a free parenting class, especially if it counts, especially if, like, if you're doing university, that counts for a credit of some kind as well. So not only do they actually get some kind of practical life skills classes, but they also, on top of that, would have, you know, something pretty useful in there and a class that they would actually want to take too. Because like I do get the purpose of having certain classes in college, but like I remember there were plenty of classes that were just, why am I taking these classes? I know I'm never going to take the subject again. Like I'm not doing a why do I need to take a sociology class for a tech degree? You know, when it has nothing to do with me. It's not like I'm a psychology major or, you know, going into like some kind of social services or anything, or social studies or anything like that. You know, I can understand like needing to take like the math classes there because there's still a lot of focus around math for this stuff. But I don't know, I'm getting a little bit off topic, but like I think you get what I'm saying. Kind of just rambling a little bit, but you get what I'm saying. Well, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea. You solve 2 issues with 1 stone at that point. Yeah. Okay, tomorrow. I feel like you should pop in tomorrow. I'm playing Schedule 1 again tomorrow. I don't know, I think you might like it. I don't remember if you were there for last year. I don't think you were. Maybe you were, I'm just blanking on it.
That's one piece of the puzzle.
It's been a long week.
For the rest.
It's been a long, full week. I think they're already dead. Heck, I think they're all dead already.
A regiment of Grineer combat engineers who have been ordered to assemble the weapons.
Yo, Schedule 1 is goofy. I was playing with your boyfriend a couple days back.
Target spotted.
Nothing more than we'd already done on stream already, but just for a little bit of practice's sake. It's like, you know, I kind of already had the experience of going there. Like, we didn't do anything like the mixing table or anything like that. Basically, we're just at the same point. Oh, okay. Yeah, we had some. Oh, I didn't realize. It was too high up in the air that I got counted as instantly dead. I know if you're too high up and you get shot from the arc wing, you're also instantly dead. For some reason. Anyway, let me go up a little bit more. But, you know, so we were goofing around, and I learned actually a couple of things that are really useful for stream. Like, I didn't realize there was a baseball bat that you could just take available. I thought that was decoration. That'll save my behind in a worst case scenario. Okay, nothing too crazy though. That's because it's affected the same HP pool, that's why. Probably help to know. Probably have to both pay some more attention to that. Yeah, I'm not. Well, to be fair, I also my Noctini is not built very well either. I don't even have half the mods that I should be having on her. I'm just using her to level up some of my other weapons. So to be fair, I'm also using my Tori, so at that point I should be using Sevi. Yeah, whatever.
Put them to better use. You're nearing the armored vault. Take out the surrounding guards. One of them is carrying a data mass, and we'll need that to get inside.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be playing it on stream.
Grab it.
This.
Good. Now insert that data mass into the console.
I know he and I have been playing it on stream, but I've been playing it. I've been want to play again on stream. I plan to tomorrow. But yeah, I learned some stuff that's good for stream at the very least. I had the great idea of naming our organization not Drug Dealers Inc. Obviously, no one is going to think that we're drug dealers if we just strip tell them we're not drug dealers, right? That's how that works. Totally how that works. All of you to go, thank you very much. Problem solved. Let's have a mortar. That's not helping us defend, that's trying to be a nuisance for us. And that too, everything gone. Knowing that, let's actually switch to Arcway.
We're in. Take the resources. That strike has delayed Grenier operations.
Good, good. We got one more. Just going to level. We get one more anyway.
Detained from the science officer disabled the array's control drone.
Alright, sabotage and
Find it and
supplies.
bring it to
That's
me.
easy enough.
Among these troops is a resupply beacon.
Oh,
Find
just
it
gotta
and
go
take
kill
it.
everything. Hey man, goodbye man.
Take that supply beacon, and I will call in the drop.
Alright, back up.
Here comes the supply pod. Destroy the supplies before the enemy can get their hands on it.
What enemies? Lotus, I don't think you understood what was happening. There are no enemies. What enemies there were are now
There's the
was.
supply beacon. Grab
If that
it
makes
so I can
sense.
call in the drop.
The same energy as there are no accidents. There are no
Supplies are
enemies.
dropping now.
There is no war in
Destroy them.
bossing, say.
Take that supply
Oh.
beacon, and I will
Too
call
again,
in the
too
drop.
high up. A little bit lower, I would have been fine. I'll be fair, that's an awesome issue. It's so I don't even think I have any mods on it at all.
Destroy
Straight
the
up.
supplies.
I guess I destroyed there, and I was fine. I'll take an IO right at the end. That's actually really, really nice.
Now the Unum's safe. Not that I ever
Yeah, see,
worry
just
much
whatever. That's whatever. No, I don't like your little green sniper lights. That's not allowed. That's my job. My job to snipe you and all of your family. Do Grenier even have family? I mean, I know they have like 2 brothers and whatnot, but like, do they technically count as family in that regard? If they're all technically clones of the initial same, we have like Call 1, Call 2, Call 783. It's like, I don't know, you could argue that they're not quite the same. No Revy chassis. I don't think, oh, that's really close to max. I can actually get rid of that finally. A lot of experience, though. Let's leave Fetus real quick. I think I have enough to actually get some upgrades. Let's go to the Arsenal. Metarai. I was right, that was 282,000. What do I want? Debating whether I go and spread out more, so I can get more abilities and whatnot. Or do I do? Cause like I can get like energy for Void Beam for more. I can get energy regenerate, would be really, really nice. And then I can get these 2, like I have these 2 right here. I get just flat extra HP no matter what now. Same thing with this, extra HP regen. So I have Ozrin maxed out. But like I need a Nairo at some point to get Last Gasp. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do next after I do Matarai. Just that way I can get Last Gasp active. And it's like, okay, whenever I'm not playing Sevi, because I know Sevi's ability overwrites Last Gasp, because it's basically the same thing with Inaro's works, same thing here. But for any other frame, having an ability to go into Bleed Out and essentially have a Sevi ability at any given point would be nice. It's just, you know, right now we got other priorities, especially because I'm going to need, like, what, I think it's like 10 or 18 million, something like that. Yeah, I think I should probably, if I do this 40%, be 400,000, and I think it's like 600, so that's another 1 million for that.
When in Cetus, do not drink the kombucha.
It comes out to about 1 million.
Of producing the hydraulic effort required to unstick your tongue from
Which
the
at that
roof
point,
of
that's
your
going to be
mouth
2
the
days
following
worth. I
morning.
mean, well, depending on how much we have still. How much do we have left? Oh, it doesn't tell me anything. 302,000. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get it today unless I was to play a whole bunch today, cap out, then get like 100k within the thing there. There's actually like 30k then. It's be about 370,000. Yeah, not the worst idea. Not the worst idea. What do we want to do now? No, let's go check out what we got for this week's stuff on the circuit, because I haven't done that yet. What do we got for base circuit? Let's get some analysis. Oh, wow. I know exactly what I want to pick up. The problem is that... I was going to say, Hildren is very tempting to pick up, because I mean, Garuda, you can get a whole thing, you can get her a whole set and everything without needing to do bounties on Venus, is the thing. But otherwise, you need to do that anyway to get access to Baruch or Hildren to begin with. Because Baruch, you need standing with the whatchamacallit people, Little Duck, and her people, Voxelaris, for Baruch. And then you have Hildren, who is specifically, I believe, Exploiter. I think it's either Exploiter or Profit Taker, whichever the one that you can just do where you think the cool. I think it's the Exploiter orb. Well, what Zood doesn't like. Yeah, I think that's that one, because I know. Yeah, that's fine. I'm only gonna be streaming for probably another half hour anyway, so. Sounds good. Thanks for popping by at the very least. I appreciate. Always nice to have some company while I'm streaming. Yeah, I think personally, when it comes to those three, I think I'd take Hildren even still because, you know, low tier bounties, you can clear those out really, really easily if you're a decent level. Baruch again is just standing. Yeah, he can be a little bit annoying to get because you need the ranks. But for Hildren, you're going to need to do the Profit Taker. An Exploiter, Profit Taker and Exploiter for her resources anyway. You can get the parts to drop, but it's also only a chance for them to drop. So at that point, I think it's just better to get her for that sake. Plus the fact of you have a Hildren at base with Pillage, which is her Helminth ability, which I know I've seen stuff like Mesa with Pillage. I've seen Mesa with Nourish from Grendel, but I know Pillage is also just another really good option. I think one of the ones I've seen also, I think I've seen Pillage Harrow at one point too. I actually might, yeah, I'm probably gonna do that at some point. We got Arcane Awakening, Junk. Blazing Pillage is nice. Systems, and then a free blueprint. I will say, Garuda would have also been a really good pick for a free blueprint for her. However, Garuda Prime is available, and you do get one Garuda blueprint at base. However, if you did fumble and select Garuda, or not fumble and select Garuda, if you did fumble and sell Garuda instead of Helminthinger, I'd say Garuda would probably be a better pick then for that exact reason. But yeah, no, you need like is that? 6 lazerite? Yeah, you need 6 lazerite toroids anyway. That's a lot of profit taker. Not profit taker, exploiter rather. So I don't know, I'd say Hildren's a better pick overall because of the RNG required, and then at that point you could just focus on getting the toroids from doing 6 runs, since I believe it's a guaranteed. It's either 1 or 2 per run guaranteed. And then there's Garuda, as I said, if you got rid of her without Helminthinger, take her for that reason. I still have mine available, which is why I didn't take it personally, but what do we got for Steel Path? Boar Incarnon. I think I have all the Gorgon Incarnon, Prisma, Wraith Gorgon, Anku, Angstrom, Gamma Core. I forgot Gamma Core even has an Incarnon. Alright, what we got? Well, I'm taking this. 2 short range beams at chain link enemy forms an enemy there. Because I think I have Boar Prime. I have the parts for Boar Prime. So I actually would not mind having that for that exact reason. I'm going to take that for that reason. Anku for increased range and guaranteed slash for melee. Fire embedding projectiles that explode with heat damage. Launch target seeking fireballs that ricochet towards enemies. I could just take some of these. I'm going to take an Incarnate. You know what, let's go Gamma Core. I don't know if it's the best or the worst, but... Alright, we got Longbow, Sharp Shot. Ooh, Arcane Reapers, nice. Power Ramp. 3-day Affinity Booster. It's good. Secondary Outburst is nice. Yeah, honestly, pretty good stuff. What's what we have in terms of options? Stalker and Dante, both really good options. Torrid, Wolf Sledge. Okay, we're going Steel Path for sure. Anything that I can't handle. Slam. Oh well. I hate when that happens. I click the off there, and then someone pops in and it's like, well, I feel bad now. So I canceled it. Oh, whatever. I mean, how was I supposed to know? Someone was joining at that very moment. Oh, look, Titania, we just was using her. Didn't realize I gotta get Zephyr and Citrine still. I think we go Stalker. I mean, what do we have? We have Primed Sure-Footed, we have Dreamer's Bond, Umbral Fiber, Umbral Intensity, Stretch. Adaptation is nice. I didn't realize he had adaptation. I still need that. I know everyone loves their Primed Sure-Footed. I think it's a little bit overrated. Especially if other friends, like Goss doesn't even need a Primed Sure-Footed because you just got Kinetic Plating. I like it's marking that I don't have a rank 5 Arcane Energized. Like, I don't use that regularly. I guess because I don't have it on Stalker by default, but that's also because I don't have Stalker by default. Arcane Grace is pretty cool. My Torrid. And of course everyone has no chill. Let's do Nell. Didn't have time to question it. He has 10 shots on, jeez. Oops, vulnerability. Didn't do that. On top of that, we're gonna go for Loden's Rage. Right off the bat. Stalker I've been a little goofy. It's a nice Matter Eye experience in the process. Everyone shall get melted. Some good old-fashioned memery. family of 5. I don't know why there's an innocent family of 5 involved in this. I'm the one who decided that ruling. My brain was telling me this was a survival, not even an exterminate. I didn't even check over. My brain's like, yeah, this is not an exterminate. This is a survival. It's like, ah, yes, most definitely. Pulse. I am forever invisible, none of you will see. They call me Virgil. Okay. Completely off topic. I want a weather frame. I want a frame that has the ability to manipulate the weather. I think that would be so cool. I mean, we kind of have that in some form with different abilities. Like you have the meteor strike. I don't know if I can really count that, but like if I were to create, okay, if I were to take corresponding existent abilities already, as well as their actual placements in some form, in the sense of like meteor strike, the meteor strike being considered an ultimate. I can't use another ultimate. What were you saying before? I don't think I heard you. You will net dead. Like, I think Meteor Strike would be a good final for that. If we're taking pre-existence. As well as there's just the idea of having like some kind of thing that makes like I want give it like acid rain as an ability for one of them there that drops corrosive. And it makes like either have it be a cloud that surrounds an area like an AoE ability, or have it be like clouds that actively seek out multiple enemies and rain on them to shred their armor. And then let's see, what else would there be? Honestly, don't even. At this point, we're just come up with something completely creative. Give me some kind of like acid rain as one of the abilities. Give me like a thunderstorm, where it's just lightning drops, and you got thunder, so you'd have like knockback.
This struggle goes on for
I think I could do a lot of really creative things with that.
History dictates that this
if we were taking pre-existing abilities, you'd have one of Frost's abilities like the snow globe or anything like that for a miniature blizzard. That would work out really well.
The winds blow fiercely.
But like,
the rains
we have I think like Zephyr I know also has some stuff too. Like get an acid rain in there, get like a thunderstorm. Get some other funky stuff in there too. What other abilities? Because you get like a nice windstorm or like thing there. Like what hasn't been used already? That's another thing you gotta consider too. Like Blizzard kind of is out of the picture for that reason. Like, what you could do for a buff. I guess it's a little close to Citrine, but like I wouldn't consider it simply because the fact of
things seem tough.
You'd be actively spawning a rainbow.
Believe, though it's going out of style, there are people
like I like the idea of
system a better place.
Citrine right there. Rather than like this doing what's thing there. Like have an active ability that spawns like a rainbow. With the whole idea that it grants good luck and that you can choose based on, you know, some kind of colors in there. That you choose what kind of buff it gives.
A fresh wave approaches.
So have that one be a cycle buff similar to like Wisp in that regard, or like Titania with her methods of the buffs there. Something like that I could easily see working out. Like, what else would we want? Because we have Rainbow Vent, we have Acid Rain, we have some kind of Thunderstorm. What kind of ultimate would we have then? Or would any of these be the ultimate? I'm trying to think. Huh. I'm trying to think, what would be like a good passive? Because it's like, oh, you don't take environmental. I mean, not taking environmental damage is super, super niche, unfortunately. I don't think that would be justifiable enough. Ooh, you know what could be cool though? You can't get status while you have shields. To compensate, you have like low to medium shields. That way it is still possible for you to get status. But have it be like a more HP tanky frame with medium to low shields. And have it to be where if you have shields active, you cannot, like, not if it's in reload with the shields, but if you have to have like active shields. If you have active shield going, then you can't be status at that point. I think that'd be kind of cool. It's something that's unique enough to a frame. Yeah, I think weather frame would be kind of cool. Call them like forecast or something. I don't know, hit me up, DE. I got ideas. Still need to figure out what that fourth ability would be, but I mean, we got some kind of ideas right there. Because if Ember didn't have the Meteor Strike, I would just say Meteor Strike at that point.
The enemy has been exhausted. If only for now.
I don't know, I could probably refine that idea later. I think it'd be kind of cool though. Weather frame would be kind of cool. Let's call them like forecast or some such.
Undercraft is inexhaustible. A true Tenno understands how to combine the elements coursing through their warframes. Prove yourself. Find a crucible and the amphors it needs to create a complex elemental force. You found a crucible. Now, liberate the necessary amphors from your enemies.
Already working on that, Tesha.
Electricity and heat amphors to create radiation.
I mainly got turrets, so I'm not even focused on playing as a good melee frame. I mean, I easily could, but that point might have to take advantage of what he has.
Get comfy, dreamers. One of our own believes they are the equal of our foe, and baby, they are acting like it.
I mean, I'd be inclined to say I'm a little more than they're equal at this point if I'm slaughtering them.
Hurl them at the crucible.
Man, he's hurl it at the crucible. He says that with such vigor. I mean, at least Tesha knows what he wants. I just realized I have a whole bunch of... Yeah, whatever. I'll pop those in there. I was gonna say, Stalker's also really good for the alchemy missions. Because he can just go invisible and just eat things. Bam, right now.
A new element is born.
Alright, radiation viral.
Find the next crucible. Even in the Undercroft, toxin and cold create a viral elemental force.
Sorry if I'm a little quiet, I'm just kind of locked in right now. Not really too much to say. Just me grabbing things, tossing, grab, toss. I didn't rinse and repeat. Just debating on what I'm going to do for some of my own stuff. I'm like, I need more Warframe slots, because I'd like to start, I got a couple more frames I can start working on. With like Urelli I have, and I'd like to toss a regular Urelli into the helmet personally. I know Aqua Blades isn't the best ability, but A, for the sake of collection, I kind of want all of them in there eventually if I can. And B, there's a whole bunch of mastery anyway, so I might as well. So I can just free up that slot afterwards and then put someone else in there and then slap them in. And then afterwards I'll have a nice free slot to do whatever prime I want. It could be Urelli prime, like Rhino prime, someone else.
It is a comfort to know that even in the depths of the Undercroft, the laws of alchemical science remain
like that
unbroken.
Sustain. It's very nice. One for me. Tier 1 already, nice.
I advise you not to be content with merely doing enough. Your presence is enough to hold the paradox at bay, but the environment itself will fight to choke you out.
Boost that. And then that. Let's do that too. No such thing as armor. Armor? What's that? I don't think I've ever heard of such thing on you. It's all melted off of them. I throw it away. Hello there, little buddy. Oh, you're already dead before I killed you so fast I didn't have a chance. Goodbye. You did it too. Fun. By that I mean we have fun. Absolutely cooking. Look at a 5-star meal over here. 3-course meal, 5 stars. Do that just in case anyone tries to get up in there. That's death corner right there. Set timing. God, I love the board so much. Melts through anything like butter. especially like the circuit and whatnot. This thing does so well on the circuit, or any kind of real high enemy density mission. Yeah, we only get a couple shots. We just generate our HP basically to full in seconds.
Life support is inbound.
Like, I wonder who I should collab with at some point. I've been kind of getting the urge to do a collab with someone again.
It must not be squandered.
I'm kind of wondering who I should. I think I got some of my other friends.
Your life support expires
I know
in 30
Abby
seconds.
is, like, she is several hours difference from me.
Life support
So,
replenished.
I know that's a little difficult sometimes. She's just doing her own thing right now. So, part of me is like I almost kind of wait a little bit longer just to make it easier for her. That's something I definitely would want to do more in the future. I've had a lot of fun playing what we have been. A couple of my other friends. One of them I haven't heard back from in a while. I have frankly no idea what's going on with her. And then two of the other ones who I have also done a collab with. I know they're usually playing with each other. They've usually got their schedules filled out like for the week in advance. I don't know. Even still might be worth trying to see. I'm not entirely certain. Perhaps it's also just the worry of being a small guy. And, like, I know that they're doing a lot better than me, but like 10 times the amount at minimum.
You have 60 seconds.
I don't want to end up being a leech. And I know that they'll be like, oh, you're not being a leech. But it's like, at the very moment, I still don't want to end up feeling like a leech because the fact of I'm doing a lot of, streamers, they got their huge audiences, and then, I'm still a small guy. It's okay that I'm a small guy, but...
Judge for yourself.
It's one of those cases where I go,
that roost in the Zariman
I'm a small little guy, I don't want to end up leeching off of them even unintentionally. Because at that point the problem is I'd still be leeching whether I mean to or not.
Collect them to seal the breaches.
Because inevitably I'm going to be benefiting off of them being much, much bigger than me. Knowing that. Nope. Whoops. Knowing that, I still just feel a little bad afterwards. I don't know, maybe it's just part of the inadequacy speaking. But listen, I don't want to end up being a leech to someone else. Anyway, a happier topic. We'll do that. Maybe a much happier topic. I don't know. We got schedule 1 tomorrow. What we're gonna do then? As I said, I've learned where apparently a baseball bat that's on the field, you can apparently, like in basketball court, you can take that. I didn't realize you could. I didn't think to. That's also because the game just doesn't make it super obvious that you can. It's just leaning there the same way a lot of other decorations are. But that also just could be one of those things if I didn't think to, just based on my own perception of things. So it could just be me being a bit foolish as well. In either case,
a breach has been sealed.
That's definitely going to help out, because at that point I'll actually have some capabilities to protect myself
as you would staunch the
during
wounds of a
the
comrade.
evening in-game. So that way when there is the curfew, I'm not just going to get arrested repeatedly. Especially since if we don't have other people playing, cops are going to be a lot more threatening when it's just me, because the fact of, if they try to arrest me, then, you know, it doesn't become a case of, well, I got someone else to help me, to get them off of me. A lot more strategery involved. What I do and don't do. I'm half already to myself.
If the Void Angels break through the wall, their master will be freed.
Okay, but they won't.
Do not allow that to happen.
Have you considered that question, that we just won't let them? Oh, my wolf sledge. I haven't even been using my wolf sledge. I'm a waste of a good weapon I'm using. But at that point, I can literally just send guys flying.
The rupture is closed. The paradox stabilizes.
Let's do that. Yeah, paradox stabilizing. I am looking forward to the new update that's going to be coming out at some point later this month for Warframe as well. Because there's going to be the one operation to get Araxia. Spider frame is real. I think there's also just going to be the whole situation with going back to Duviri and they're doing some stuff there.
Void Angels are unrelenting. You are all that is keeping
And it's nice that it will be actually tied into the main story rather than, you know, doing the Duviri paradox before the new war and the Drifter stuff, all that kind of stuff. Not trying to be too spoilery, just in case for anyone who hasn't been caught up. Like, I know at one point I was talking to Abby recently. I know she hasn't played Warframe before. We were talking about me getting her into that a little bit, see if there was something she'd potentially enjoy and would want to do on stream. But I don't know, at the end of the day, as long as I'm having fun and everyone else is having fun, I think that's the most important part of it. Whether it be collab, streaming, whatever, even just off-stream stuff, hanging out. That's definitely enough.
The smallest breach in the
right
wall
there.
may become a gaping wound.
Excavation.
Thanks to you.
Okay, we're gone.
That
I was
will
gonna see if
not
there's gonna be
now
two of us there. That's gonna be real rough.
There is a
I
time
mean,
for
we got like
training
what, rank 2?
and a time for
Close to rank 2 if not.
Another job
That's
well executed.
honestly a really good position. So I'm not gonna complain. I mean, we got loaded on there. We got a few rune marrow. I mean, we got a lot of rune marrow. Sagan pearls, agristone, conla sprouts, Ivani, stuff like that. Let's see. How am I upgrading you? I'm not gonna bother upgrading you. No, I am. What was I gonna do? Something specific I was gonna do that I'm now blanking out on. Oh yeah, I wanted to. Let's do this to friends only, so that way I don't get into a situation. People, let's first of all claim this. Circuit. Reaper. Yeah, we're pretty close to like what? Third of the way in? Yeah. Third of the way into, like third of the way into rank 3. Gee, I think I have enough to upgrade my Arcane Reaper now. Oops. Reaper. Any others that are good enough to upgrade? Best not. 2. Precision. Pistol Leer would be nice, because I could use that for Arcadia. Yeah, wrong game. Titania. Might bring go Arcadia. It's not
Operator,
Final
the
Fantasy.
sentients are not laughing at my
3
jokes.
more.
Did they adapt to my humor?
More to that. That. Two more. One more. Be nice to get more merciless, actually. So I can get. I mean, I have plus 10% damage for 4 seconds on kill. 10 times or 12 times. Would be really nice just to have that in general. Cause I'd say like, oh, it's more damage, but you know, doing that for the Torrid, you know, 15% damage would be nice because there's a ton more damage. So 5% adds up real quick. So I have that on my Torrid already. I think I have Merciless on my Torrid. I don't know, I have Ammo Drum of all things on here just for the extra ammo. But to be fair, I also have a decent Torrid ribbon. I don't think what other options I'd have. I mean, Hush is... I don't really care about that. And if I do that, like, I lose... I have 60 max capacity with 10 from pickups. Or I can just get 114 and have almost double. That already is kind of a thing. I'm not really worried about it anyway. I shoot out multiple anyway, most of the time. 1.8. That's literally useless. I don't care about that. Zoom, silence. Less recoils, whatever. Yeah, adhesive blast. I mean, projectile, terminal velocity wouldn't be bad. So I mean, that's like what? 60% speed overall? But no, I'd rather just have that extra ammo on hand personally, especially because my Torrid thing actually does cut some of my ammo. So it makes up for it. You gotta balance it out somewhere. What do I have out of curiosity? Heroprime, Gauss... I'm just gonna do this real quick. I don't actually intend to do it, but I do want to at least grab a few other things from there. Like I need to get the dailies from there as well as a couple other items. Go be Ember. Ember kind of just doing her own thing. I made her a dragon. Oh, she's a dragon now. We're getting to the cave. I can rename him now. I forgot about that. I could change the color of him too. Like a really cool looking Kaithe at some point. So I do need a whole bunch of... Okay, that one looks kind of cool. But... yeah. Nice baby did nothing. That's actually really sad. They used to have like nice emerald eyes, but then they lost their land. Also, they just have an exposed ribcage for no reason. Heart. The courageous are heartless. Yes. I mean, to be fair, this thing does give off, like, skeleton horse energy. I like it. I like it. Oh, what is this? Shamfron's? That's goofy. Also kind of goofy. Looks like a bug eye. Okay. Mosquito mouth, bug eyes. Get the tail. I can turn it any kind of tail I want. Give him a little whip tail. The energy tail. That looks like a. That looks almost like a scorpion tail. Like, what's that? There's like a snake. I think it's like the spider viper or something like that. It's like a horned spider viper or something like that. I forget the exact snake. But there's a snake that when so it essentially sits still, and it will move its tail around like a spider, and then something tries to leap in to grab the spider as like prey, and the snake just leaps out then at that point. It just has that same kind of energy as that. You just lose your tail in favor of a cape. That's kind of weird. Flame tail. Bone tail. We got the typical tail. Cape came into being with this regal tail. Huh. If I had like that, I could easily just give it like on top of that the bone tail, the able tail. Got like the flaming tail, kind of funny. I like the idea of just having this tail on it though. Look like 270 platinum already. Nice saddle on it. More about that later. Coronet. Oh, we just have different elements, just corresponding to the different things there. Why repurpose the void's mark for their Kaithe? So this is what voids. That's joy, envy. Oh no, this is joy. Sorrow then? No, it's sorrow. Fear. Fear. That's what it is. Yeah, this is lightning for fear. Poison or acid for bitter. For like envy. That's a joy. That's anger. And then that's sorrow. It's a little teardrops. It's kind of cool though. If I were to get, I'd pick up something like this. I think a little crown there, or that. I'm worried about my horse. Out of all things, I'm here just the productive day. Literally a fish tanks and horse. 127 intrinsics available. I mean, we're almost halfway. I was curious how close we were. We're almost halfway to having enough riding, because at that point, I would just be able to use the map to fast travel other drifters. That would be really, really nice. It's pretty much Duviri exclusive, but I think it would be really, really nice. Actually, let me go to the Dorma Zone real quick. So what Apparitio has available? I haven't checked in with her. Mission failed. I don't care.
Curious. What does that portend?
Yes.
Ah. Hello, Drifter.
Hello, Apparitio. What do you have today? A lot of Pathos clamp stuff. We got planters. We got thing there. We got arcane. That's cool, arcane. I'll take that. I have enough pearls for that. I might as well, honestly. A lot of Pathos clamp stuff today, but yeah, I'll take the Winding Isle scene. Might as well. And I'll buy, you know, I'm feeling like buying another one. I'm gonna put one somewhere in my base.
You can't just ask someone what it's like to be executed every day of their life. They'll talk about it when they're ready. You'll tell me first, of course.
Sure. I have to say something, but I feel like I don't want to. Preaching, lecturing, or reading magnificent poetic compositions to a crowd who does not understand or appreciate them. Ah yes, I can just preach to my people.
Mobilla. Funny how she has a smile on her face every morning.
Yes?
I'm sure one of the lads could tell us more.
Could they? Well, unfortunately, I don't have time to listen, because I'm going back to my base of operations. Thank you very much. Alright. What do we feel like doing? So do my call mission. I'll do that off stream. Ooh, Parallax Raya skin. I actually might switch back to the Parallax just to... no. Was it decorate? No, it wasn't. I need to put something... Actually, it looks like I wanted to move anyway. I'll handle that afterwards. Orbiter. Landing craft. Actually, almost all of them. We just need the Xephos. We need the Scimitar. We have everything then. Surprised, actually. How's that look? Oh, wow. That looks really good. The colors that I have on it. I actually really like that. Not look without this sticker, doesn't. I don't. I think it needs that. Because you get a charger on there. That look. Actually, I kind of like the way that looks. The little thing on there. Hit an infested charger on in front of it. Make an instant impression on your enemies. Giant charger, apparently. Kind of like that, though. Let me see what I have. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I think we're definitely gonna do that. Alright, now that I've got titanium maxed out, build on her later. Sevi. I know, everyone. We're back this late into the stream and we actually have Sevi again. Feels good. Feels good. Yeah, we're actually out of slots for basically everything, except for companions.
Operator, are you enjoying the view?
Oh, right. I am, Ordis, thank you. I've actually been wanting to move. At these. Actually, what? Like, I got this. This sculpture has been really hard to get. There's only a couple of them actually able to be obtained anyway. I wonder what would happen if I put it like this right here. Like, how much would that actually fit into? I don't like that. I'm putting my giant. I didn't think I would. Get this actually back in here. God, I wish there was an undo button sometimes. To undo like everything that you did. Not fully, but like the last couple of things that you did. Okay, this needs to. Okay. So I need to re-rotate it, but that works too. Here we go. So fun fact for everyone who I think I mentioned it once or twice before on stream. This was the first ever Ayatin I ever got, this specific one. Himikaro, where are we gonna put you? I was gonna put you there, but it doesn't look that good. I thought it looked better than it actually does. Where else do we have spots for it? Do something goofy. Huh. Sure. I'm opting not to question it. have it just hanging down. It's kind of funny. Though to be fair, I'd probably want to face it the opposite direction. There's other options. Where else could I put it? I could put it like right here. I'm gonna see it anyway. Is there any other cool spots that I could put it that would be non-intrusive? I could put it like right here. Oh, that feels off. There's something I can't explain why. It just feels off. Not putting in that room. Goofy as that would be. That's a skylight right there. Yeah, I think I kinda gotta put it in one or two spots. I feel like at that point, I just do better over here. Not sure, we're gonna keep that here now. You burb. For the sake of funnies, could I do this up here? I could. I don't like how that looks though. But I could. Is there any other decorations I want to put down while I'm messing around? Planters, stuff there. Study chair. Probably a nice desk I could put down, but pedestal for eye. Busts, classroom posters. Yeah, I like how that looks. Let's go with that. Gonna take some getting used to seeing that though, but it's funny. It's goofy.
Vile. Putrid. This thing is responsible for biological functions of the
Rallies,
orbiter.
Aquablades.
A strange design. Why would I be built with such a flaw?
Some point I want to get base Harrow so I can actually level him and then put Condemn in. Again, another Dante, but I really don't want to do the Dante grind again. Loki. Clips for not Mirage. Dispensary. Desiccation. Zanaro, Elemental Ward. Snare, that'd be Korra. I could get Fade would be useful on Site 09, but again, I need a second set for him. Fire Blast, no regard from Healing Flames Augment. Assuming I'm even running Healing Flames, which to be fair, I probably would be anyway. Firewalker, Fractured Blast, Instinct, Resistance, Larva, Ice Wave, Volt, Mind Control, Molt. Self-heal removed and effect reduced, yeah. Unfortunately, you don't get a self-heal from it, but you do get some nice bonuses. Star, Mori, 20 charms, but not just to have it attacks heal you instead of damage you. Vulnerability, duration of your charms. So you get 10 to 20 randomly. Can't revive allies. That makes sense. That's just armor dissolve at that point with a little bit of damage in the process. Some armor. Petrify. Again, I do need to get Atlas at some point again for Petrify. I know that I know Petrify actually works nicely for farming. Again, Pillage, I was just talking about that with Hildren before. That's what I would want her. We have Blazing Pillage available, but I can easily just pick that up anyway. But yeah, I think we're going to end stream off here. I've been doing a lot of yapping, I apologize. But we still had a nice bit of stream. We did a couple bounties, we did some fishing, we did some goofing around, we did some good circuit there, made some nice progress on that. I don't know, it was nice. Nice chill stream today. I think, I don't know, we'll see how I'm feeling. I'm not going to promise anything yet. I'm not going to say anything stupid and then potentially regret it because I feel like I'm committed then. We'll figure it out. We'll see how I'm feeling before I say anything. I'll say tomorrow we will be back with Schedule 1. And we'll be making some progress. And hopefully making some new dealings and such. Maybe getting a new deal or some such. We'll see. Maybe we can get someone to come in with me as well on stream. That'd be really nice. But, I mean, worst case scenario, it's just me, it's just me. We'll do what we can. And it's not like I couldn't just figure it out anyway. If I need to split up deliveries and such, I can. Because I can just do, okay, we'll go to bed like 4 in the morning, we'll keep all the plants harvested and do all that stuff, pack it all up before we go to bed every day. That way that's all taken care of. So it shouldn't be too bad. And again, we'll actually have the capabilities to start going out at night. Because we'll have that baseball bat. Now we don't really have to worry about the cops as much. Because I don't want to get cuffed. Because, I mean, with that and that, as long as I don't carry around too much on-hand cash, more than necessary. Even if I do get arrested, it's whatever. You know, oh, I'm charged $225. Okay, I have $10. I'll pay $10 to you. Not a big deal. So, with all that said, I will be seeing you all tomorrow, Haplings, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.